Hey everyone, it's Keith, and today we are going to kill the twin Dragon Rider bosses in Dark Souls 2. And as always, I start off running to the actual boss, and this is the same boss from Heed's Tower of Flame, except there's two of them. So, using Dark Souls 2 method of increasing the difficulty, of course, all they do is just throw another enemy that you've already fought or another boss into the same room. So, I mean, there's a lot of randomness to this fight. As always, when you have multiple enemies, you never know when both of them can attack, doing a certain attack at the same time, and you're dead, or what's going to happen. So, as always, keep in mind there's a lot of randomness to this fight. There's no real way to consistently do it over and over. The way I found is rather consistent. You'll see me do it right here. As I walk in, I have my crossbow ready, and I fire at the Dragon Rider with that bow up there. And what that will do is that will cause him to come on down. He'll get down on the same floor as you rather than standing up there, which allows you to attack him with melee. And as you can see there, he's very weak. Just one hit from my mace there took a big chunk out of his health. And from here, the strategy to beating these guys is to, of course, take out the weaker one first. You just need to keep the other Dragon Rider under control. So what you'll see me doing is I like to lead him behind that pillar where it's safe from the bow and arrow. And I bait him to attack, and then I run over and attack his friend. And that is the strategy I use. So I'm doing it right here. I'll roll out to the right, unlock on him, and then just sprint after his little friend over here, and I kill him. And once you have one of them down, the fight it's pretty damn easy. I don't know if this Dragon Rider is a bit more aggressive than the one in Heed's Tower, but I don't know, it does seem a little bit. When he does that thrusting attack, you have to be very careful of that, because like most thrusting attacks in this game, for some reason bosses have very, very big hitboxes with that. So you may think you dodge out of the way, but you're gonna get clipped. And if you're playing in the Champions Covenant and at level 1, you're gonna die in one hit no matter what. So I've had that happen to me a few times fighting these guys. When I get to this guy, he just does that thrust attack and I get fucked over by the hitbox. I hate to blame the hitbox. I always hate that, complaining about dying in this game, because it always feels like I'm a little bitch doing so. But anyway, there's that. He's dead. And those were the twin Dragon Riders. As always, I gotta read the messages, even though it's just usually the same thing, like, oh, hurrah! Jump for joy, woo! But always gotta read them. And I'm gonna go through my equipment. I got my raw mace to +10, which is great. I made my light crossbow Mundane, and Mundane actually, it gets rid of all scaling and it adds a scaling to what your character's lowest stat is. But the scaling for it is ridiculous. So say for example my character with 6 in every stat, because I haven't leveled anything up, the scaling for it is pretty big. And when you have a crossbow, there is no base scaling for crossbows, but if you make it Mundane, there is scaling. And I think I do a bit more damage than raw putting my crossbow at Mundane. I take out my crossbow and two-hand it so to see the damage rating on it properly. So yeah, you can see that I do get scaling with that, and it's pretty good. So thanks for watching, people. Bye-bye. As I shoot my crossbow in the air like an idiot. Adios. See you next time. Bye-bye.